Hello people, welcome to Franken Game Jam 2022. It's awesome that so many of you signed up again this year. To get this out of the way straight away, why am I talking in English? Because I always get asked this. Ich könnte auch Deutsch sprechen, but at Franken Game Jam we try to be inclusive, and since everyone in Germany I talked to so far knows English, we're talking in English to, have some people with us who can also talk just English or maybe can't talk German. That said, of course, it's completely fine to choose the language you want to talk in your team. It's also fine to develop your games in German, but if you can, then please do it in English because we can be inclusive like that. The second one is, second point, we are doing a hybrid event again this year. This means we are jamming online and in 6 locations across Franconia simultaneously. Please use this. Please go to bit.ly/frankengames or to frankengamejam.de to the website to join our Discord server and post your progress there. And if you're looking for some input or some team members from other locations or from online, then you can ask there. The experience has shown that usually the locations, teams are at the same location, but we've had some examples where people actually did find their additional teammate online or at another location. So it would be my pleasure if you tried to, find your teammates also online and really live the hybrid jam. And then, as already said, post your progress. This is very important, so we get a feeling that, Franken Game Jam is not just one location and not just online, but everywhere in Franconia. And post it on the Discord server and also on social media, especially Twitter. The hashtag here is JamFranken or JamFranken2022. So use these hashtags when posting about Franken Game Jam. And then I have a bit of unfortunate news. As you know, we have Franken Game Jam t-shirts this year, but if you're at one of the physical locations, but you might have noticed that you haven't received yours yet. That's because actually of the people printing our shirts, their printing machine broke down. And their shirts are now delayed. I should get them today when it's Friday right now, so I'm recording this keynote right now. I should be getting the shirts sometime today, and I will visit every location in Franconia tomorrow and hopefully bring you your shirt. Hey people, Paul from post-production here. I always wanted to do this like the YouTubers, here. I have gotten the shirts now, so I will definitely be delivering them tomorrow to the locations across Franconia. We do have some amazing sponsors again who helped us realize this event, and I want to give a huge shout out to VEMA, CIPSoft, Games Bavaria, and the Media Lab in Ansbach, who are all sponsoring Franken Game Jam this year. And as per usual, our diamond sponsors get 2 short video messages. So VEMA, CIPSoft, the stage is yours. Thank you, VEMA. Thank you, CIPSoft. So equally as important as the sponsors are, of course, the wonderful people who help make Franken Game Jam happen. And in the Franken Game Jam sort of overarching team, there were some awesome people again helping us. There was Judy, who helped us with social media and who posted a lot of the social media content, or all of the social media content this year. Linus did the sticker and shirt design, and Inka did the poster design. If you want your Franken Game Jam poster, you can also maybe ask me. I have some left over. Then Simon again helped me a lot with just coordinating it, overarching in Franken. And finally, Isabella, who is the wonderful person doing the online jam this year. And beyond the online jam, we obviously have 6 locations. There is multiple people involved per location. So thank you to all of you helping. I will give a shout out to each location and one person there, since I'm bound to forget someone otherwise. So yeah, just a big thank you to everyone involved, especially to Lagarde 1 in Bamberg, where Lena was helping me a lot. Then Haus des Spiels in Nürnberg, Sebastian here, thank you very much. In Würzburg, it was JMU Würzburg, where Annika was helping, coordinating the event. Then in Hof, Lukas was responsible for the organization. In Bayreuth, Robin, thank you very much for helping every year with Franken Game Jam. It's very cool. And finally in Coburg, Kerstin, thank you very much for making Franken Game Jam possible and making it an event which really happens in all of Franconia. That's very cool and I think very unique in our region, also in the game development space. Right, and before we get to the theme announcement, I just want to remind you, this is a game jam. The number 1 objective is to have fun. The number 2 objective is to learn something and make an awesome prototype, find an awesome team, just have a great time. Hand in your game after 48 hours. There will be a link on frankengamejam.de or also on the Discord where you can hand in your games. So you upload them to itch and then there will be a separate Google form which you fill out to hand in the game. This is very important. Fill out the Google form. And with that, I only have one hand free this year, so happy jamming. And I'm gonna hand it off to Caroline Wendt from CD Projekt Red for this year's Franken Game Jam keynote. See you on the other side.
Hi everyone, warm welcome from me to all of you. I hope that you're excited for what's to come, but before we dive into that, let me quickly say 1 or 2 words about myself. I'm Caroline, I'm Senior Community Manager at CD Projekt Red, a Polish game development studio that you might know for the Witcher series or Cyberpunk 2077. I've been working in the industry for roughly 8 years and I'm constantly passionate and excited about what our game dev community is coming up with. I have the honor of being an advisory board member of the German Dev Days Foundation and to be a jury member of the German Developer Awards Deutscher Entwicklerpreis. So I get to see firsthand what a lot of you come up with, which is really, really incredible. I'm honored to announce the topic for this year, and it's 2 words. I'm really, really happy about that. Take me as an example. I am living in the world of cold, grey Berlin November slug, but also I get to live in the fantastical worlds of the Traveler's Place, Pandora, Albion or Thetis, and I get to travel space on the Normandy. But 2 words extends far beyond the mere words that you traverse upon. It also applies to the art of the game, the exploration of several different styles or forms of expressions, of traveling through the frames like in Gorogoa or through portals like in Ratchet & Clank. It can also put you into the shoes of another person, like through the audio in Senua and Hellblade, where different voices speak to her, confusing her, endangering her, and also protecting her from the world around her. You can achieve this effect with so many different levels of creativity through the programming, the narrative, the game's design. It's basically limitless. At the same time, games can help you take on different perspectives that, without them, would be extremely hard or impossible for you to discover. Whether it's the experience of a visually impaired person, like in Beyond Ice, the trauma of a grieving parent, such as in That Dragon Cancer, or a politically turbulent period, like in Through the Darkest of Times. So, I guess you're dying to know about the modifiers for this year's edition. Let's start with the sponsored ones, because big shout out to our sponsors. The first one is Steadfast, sponsored by CIPSoft. Make a game where something or someone is surprisingly indestructible. And the second one, From 2 Different Worlds, sponsored by VEMA. Make a game where 2 protagonists from different contexts of society meet. These are awesome modifiers, and I'm already getting some ideas of what you might do, but that's not all, because we have some of our own modifiers up our sleeves. So here we go. Language-agnostic. Make a game where you have no text but communicate via symbols. Hybrid art. Play around with 2 different art styles or color schemes. Echo chamber. Use different reverbs to create 2 different auditory spaces. A world beyond this one. Make a game that uses more than 3 spatial dimensions. Split personality. Create a game that revolves around 2 completely different protagonists. And last but not least, the modifier for environmental impact by Gamedevs for Future. Our worlds. Show 2 different stages of the world depending on human behavior. I don't know about you, but those are some really cool modifiers, and I can't wait to see what you're going to come up with over this year's edition. So before I let you go, I would like to remind you that your games are worth being seen by people, by the world. So once you finish them, or even if you don't finish them, please share them, upload them to itch or a comparable platform, talk about them on social media, but please do yourself the favor of not just putting them in a closet and forgetting about it, okay? Cool. Then I have nothing else to say, then goodbye and have fun. See you.